Welcome to iLecture Online. So here's our first example of how we try to do proofs in geometry. And in this case, we're going to be dealing with angles. Now you have to keep in mind that there's no specific order of events. In other words, it's not necessary that you do all the steps in the exact same order that you might find in your book. It's okay to do it in a different order, to use different steps, to use a different path to get to the same conclusion. It doesn't matter which way you get there. And secondly, sometimes your wording might be somewhat different from what they might be using in the book. And again, don't worry about that as long as you apply the correct postulates or the correct equations or the correct theorems or anything that you need to do in order to prove that what you're doing is indeed valid and it is indeed correct. So here we have a set of angles. We have angle 1, angle 2, and angle 3. From the diagram, we can tell that the measure of angle 1 is equal to the measure of angle 3, and we can say that that is a given from the diagram that the measure of angle 1 equals the measure of angle 3. And we're supposed to prove that the measure of angle AEC from A to E to C is equal in length or equal in measure to the measure of angle BED, so not length but measure, of course. The measure of BED is from here to there to there. So how do we prove that? Well, first of all, we start with what is given. We know that the measure of angle 1 equals the measure of angle 3. We can start with that because it's a given. And why can we do that? Well, it's a given. We don't have to prove that. They told us that is the case. Now, next what we're going to do is we're going to say that the measure of angle AEC from here to here to here, this measure right here, so if I draw an indication, this here would be the measure from AEC, that would be equal to the sum of the measure of angle 1 plus the measure of angle 2. So the measure of angle AEC is equal to the sum of the measure of angle 1 plus the measure of angle 2. Now, why can we do that? Well, first of all, what are we doing here? Well, we're adding two angles together and saying that the sum of these two angles equals to the measure of this angle, or the sum of the measure of these two angles equals to the measure of this angle. So what are we doing? We're adding angles. And in particular, we're adding adjacent angles. Question is, why can we do that? What gives us the right to make that statement? Well, that's the postulate of angle addition. When we add two adjacent angles together, that equals the measure of both of them together. Since the measure of the angles, both of them together, is AEC, that is therefore equal to the sum of the measure of two angles. So by the postulate of angle addition. And remember what a postulate is. It's something we don't need to prove. It is self-evident by looking at it that the measure of angle 2 added to the measure of angle 1 added to the measure of angle 2 must equal to the measure of angle AEC. Therefore, we call it a postulate. Now what we can do the same thing to the measure of angle BED. We can say that the measure of angle BED is equal to the sum of the measure of angle 2 plus the measure of angle 3. Again, why do we do that? Well, we're adding adjacent angles. That is what we're doing. And the reason why we can, again, we can do that by postulate of angle addition. Now next, where do we go next? Well, we were given that the measure of angle 1 is equal to the measure of angle 3. In other words, we could replace the measure of angle 3 by the measure of angle 1. Let's do that. Let's go ahead. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this right here and we're going to replace that by the measure of angle 1. So I can then make the equation that the measure of angle BED is equal to the measure of angle 2 plus the measure of angle 1. So what am I doing? I'm substituting. I'm substituting the measure of angle 3 for the measure of angle 1. So substituting. So why can I do that? Why can I substitute the measure of one angle for the measure of another angle? Well, that gets down to that there's an equality property. the equality property of substitution. If measure of angle 1 is equal to measure of angle 3, wherever I see the measure of angle 3, I can simply substitute that for the measure of angle 1 because that is due to the property of substitution. So the property of equality as applied to substitution. So there's a property that says if the measure of angle 3 is equal to the measure of angle 1, and I have an equation that includes the measure of angle 3, I can simply substitute that and it would still be exactly the same. In other words, the measure of angle BED is equal to the measure of angle 2 plus the measure of angle 3, or the measure of angle BED is equal to the measure of angle 2 plus the measure of angle 1. I simply substitute the measure of angle 1 into where we had the measure of angle 3. So where do we go next? Again, remember what we're trying to do. We're trying to prove that the measure of angle AEC is equal to the measure of angle BED, and we have the measure of angle BED defined in two different ways. Okay? So now what I could do is look at this. I say, okay, I have the measure of angle 2 plus the measure of angle 1 here. I have the measure of angle 2 plus the measure of angle 1. Even though it's in reverse, this means exactly the same thing. In other words, I can now replace this value right here, this sum, by what this sum is equal to. Again, that's the property of equality of substitution. So instead of writing this, which appears over here, I can simply replace that by what that is equal to. So now I can write that the measure of angle BED is equal to the measure of angle, that's a little too long here, of angle AEC. And why can I do that? Because here the measure of angle AEC is defined by the sum of measure angle 1 plus the measure of angle 2, and so I can simply replace that by what that is equal to. So this is equal to this, which is equal to this, so I can replace that. And again, I'm substituting angle measures. Why can I do that? Because it's the property of equality of substitution. Now, take a look at this statement. And if I take a look at this statement, and I take a look at what I was trying to prove, I was trying to prove that the measure of angle AEC is equal to the measure of angle BED, and that's exactly what I have here, starting with what was given and putting in equations that were justified by the postulates and by the properties of equality used from our list. And so therefore I was able to prove that yes, those angle measures are indeed equal, and that is how it's done.